Hello, Bumpy McSquigums here, and it's time for another first look, this time at Nosgoth by Square Enix and Psyonix. Right now it is in closed beta, and you can opt into that for I think it's like $5. And there's several Founders packages you can have. If you want to wait until it comes into open beta, it is going to be this winter. I don't believe they actually have a set time or date just yet for the open beta to start. Now, what is Nosgoth, you might ask? Well, it's a 4 vs 4 third-person shooter, a battle, multiplayer, arena type deal. It's nothing really I've found that's exactly similar to this. It's not like Dota in the regards that you have a third-person, far-away view, top-down, strategic combat-oriented. It's more like a first-person shooter, but it's third-person, so it's over-the-shoulder shooter. It's versus vampires and humans. And as you see down here, there's stuff that they have planned. There's gonna be new humans and vampire classes. There's gonna be new modes, an advanced matchmaking system, item crafting. They have a lot of stuff planned. And I gotta say, the game is immensely fun. If you like what you see, definitely opt in to get it now, or wait and check it out when it does go into open beta. Either way, I'm gonna get started here in just a moment with an actual match after I run the tutorial. So, first up is going to be the tutorial, but before I do that, I'll show you what my score is like. Unfortunately, I only have a 50% flat win rate. It seems that when I fight with my friends, I tend to lose matches. However, I think 5 of the 6 wins I've had have been solo queued by myself. I've won 5 matches and 1 with one of my buddies. So, they're still coming up to speed on it. I don't know why they're not as good as I am at this game. I mean, usually they're about the same skill level at most things. Either way, it's still fun. It's a lot more fun with friends, so if you can find 3 other people to play with you guys, go ahead and do that. As you see, I've had 2 suicides, I've won 50% of the matches, I have 184 kills to 155 deaths with 190 assists. I spent about 3 hours playing so far, and I have all the classes unlocked. So that is something that I got with VIP access, so I can do some coverage of the game and show it off and showcase it for you guys. So, normally you start with both the Hunter and the Alchemist, and the Reaver and the Tyrant. These additional ones you can unlock through game currency, or you can actually pay real money and get the rune stones, the premium money down here, and you can unlock stuff. So I'll show you how this kind of works. We'll go to the armory first. So here we are, we have the Hunter, the first class for the humans. Say I wanted to get an additional weapon, and one thing to make mention of in this is the game doesn't have a lot of updates, so it's not like this weapon's better than this weapon. They have different statistics and things that they do. So, whereas the siege bow might be very similar to the repeater crossbow, it fires a little slower, does more damage. But this one fires faster, does less damage. This has less shots, this has more shots. So it's not so much as an upgrade as a side grade is how they brought it up to me. So, basically, you tailor your character to how you would play and your play style. So, maybe how I play is completely different than, say, how Mutanat would play, or how 3 Cream Willy would play. So, it really depends on your play style, on what you're most comfortable with, how you decide to outfit your character and level them up. So let's go to the bola. So right now, we're looking at the bola. It basically hurls bolas, wraps around the vampires, disabling their attacks. You have a couple other options. Say we wanted to get the whip. You can slash at your enemies with the whip, damaging them and staggering those hit. Or you can pull vampires off the wall if they're climbing up it. So let's take a look. Say we wanted to get that and we're like, well, I'm not sure it's going to be that great. You can check it out for 7 days. So you have 7 days to play with it for a pretty small amount, 270 monies. But if you're like, you know what, this is it. I know I want this. I want it. I'm going to get it. You go and you buy it for a permanent price of $13.50. It's significantly more expensive, but you gain quite a bit out of it, so I think it's well worth it. Anyhow, that's how most of the stuff works. The only things I believe you cannot buy specifically, I'm sorry guys, specifically is I do not believe you can buy the new skins from in-game currency. So that is a cosmetic only look, and that costs real money. So that's about the only thing that I've come across that I see you cannot purchase through game money. All the actual equipment and skills you can, so it's not a pay-to-win game, guys. That's basically what I'm getting at. Even these little bonuses and things you can get, you can actually, again, buy them permanently and spend in-game money that you earn through playing. So I'm not going to dwell too much further on that. what I'm going to do is hop into the tutorial and show you guys what that's all about. And then after that I'm going to play a real match, and that's going to do it for this first look. I don't know if I'll be able to cover all 4 of each character, but I should be able to get 2 or 3 done for sure. Alright, so look at the different points. I like the standard movement. We're going to move around with WASD. We get outside the door, and then we sprint with the left shift, which I was too slow with. So we sprint for left shift, and there we go. Continue through the door to the shrine. So, we're at the shrine. If this is for the humans. If you find these shrines, you can actually refill your ammunition and or heal. And then you hit R to reload. And then if you hold the right mouse button, and then you can shoot with the left. So, we're supposed to shoot all the highlighted targets. So we are going to do that right now. And we're going to hope that I'm not terrible at missing. There we go. Now up the stairs to the next area. I'm going to reload while I'm running. And here we are. We're going to go into the human tutorial combat training. Alright, you press spacebar and move in any direction and you'll do a dodge roll. That's for both humans and vampires, but you'll see that as it progresses. It does it differently. The middle mouse button is your melee for your humans. And as you saw there, I missed repeatedly, and then I actually landed 3 in a row, in fact. I don't really like middle mouse button to be that, but it's fine. Alright, so throw your bolas, you hit Q, and you fling it out. They can dodge it, it can be missed, and it does have a projectile and or travel time. Alright, so now our second ability with this guy is explosive flaming arrows. You can shoot it at the ground or whatever you want. And there's actually usually a relatively long cooldown, but for the purposes of the tutorial, that's not the case. Alright, so now we have to defeat the enemy. So I'm going to shoot him repeatedly. I'm going to miss my bola shot. And then I'm going to throw explosive arrows, and I think I'm going to finish him up with a punch to the face with my crossbow. Oh, he hit me, but we beat him. In the end, that's all that really matters. Alright, so now we're going to go over to the vampires. This guy is I forgot the name, I want to say a Reaver. And he can, and all vampires can climb up walls, just like that. They can scale the sides of walls, get up on top of buildings. This guy's specialty is he can hold his right mouse, or you can hold the right mouse button, he can leap great distances. So as you see there, we leapt across that chasm. And now we're going to go in and deal with the combat training. So, let's get over here, and looks like there is your second ability. So that is your evasion. So he's going to shoot at you, and he cannot hit you while you're evading. Now AoE damage still does do damage to you, so that's something to keep in mind. Now you can throw your Q ability, which throws a bomb. That this one actually does damage to you and him. Your own abilities will hurt you, but it won't hurt allies. That's something to keep in mind. And now we need to hit him 3 times with melee attacks. That's 2 and 3. And finally, with the vampires, you have a charged melee attack. If you hold down the left mouse button, you charge up your attack and you hit it. It is sometimes hard to time, I won't lie. Oh, and we missed there. As you see, if people see it coming, they can relatively easily dodge it. It's not that overwhelmingly difficult to do. And finally, we must defeat the enemy. He is going to be nasty and mean and want to hurt us a lot. So I'll show you what happens. You can pounce on an enemy and just start laying into him and tear him to shreds, basically. And bam, and bam. He's down. Alright, now the graphic is a little bugged here in the tutorial, but you can basically walk over to a downed human body and grab it and drag it around. Say we're in an area and we're getting shot at here. We can grab it behind this and then drop it, and then we can hit X to actually execute it, and there'll be a graphic and everything that normally shows up where you actually execute the player, and that's how you heal up between combat. Whereas the other ones, they actually have, the humans, they have those shrines that they can do. Now this is one of the guys that's not originally unlocked, that you'll have to unlock with in-game money, or you can purchase a package to do so. Basically, you hold your left shift, and you run off the ledge, and he'll leap into the air, and then you hit spacebar, and he starts flying. Now flight in this game, you have a few different abilities you'll be able to use, but this is just the very basic combat mechanic. And that's really, this is going to end the tutorial, unfortunately. It doesn't get to show you some of the cooler stuff it does, but either way guys, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I'm going to go and find a match right now. I'm probably going to fade out, and then when I return, we will actually have a real match. I'll play through it, and then that will end this first look at Nosgoth. Now keep in mind, I plan to play this several times over the next several weeks, possibly months, possibly years, I don't know. I find the game quite intriguing, quite fun, and I enjoy it a lot. So You'll see definitely a lot more coverage of it. I'll be streaming it as well as recording it for YouTube, so look for that in the future, guys, and I will see you in just a moment. Okay, guys, the thing took quite a while. We had 7 to start with, and then we lost 2, and then we got 6, and then we had 7. Anyway, so we start off. We are the humans, and I'm going to go with the hunter to start with, because I can. So it's 4 versus 4, live player action, so I don't know any of my teammates, I don't know any of my opponents. This is me hoping to do somewhat relatively decent with a bunch of strangers. So, we'll see. I do have friends that play this, unfortunately none of them are on right now, and for this first video I kind of wanted to do it at my own pace and solo. However, keep in mind that we will have a few people joining us. We'll have Utanot, of course, we'll have 3 Cream Willie, and we'll have Hubert IV, also known as Micah, and it will be okay. Alright, so as it stands right now, there is indeed enemy charging. And it looks like all sorts of nasty stuff is happening, and I got charged from behind. They staggered their attack pretty well, I gotta say. I was not quite expecting it to fold out or unfold like that, or roll out like that, so that was mildly impressive. And now I am separated from my group, which is where? Over there. Alright, so we have to go back and try to meet up with our boys. Hopefully we get there in time to save them. It's a long run, but we're on our way. We're gonna make it. I just knows it. Probably not in time. One of the things that I'm quite thinking about. Alright, well, we're gonna roll up this way. Oh gosh. Oh, right into somebody who shouldn't have seen me, but apparently did. Alright, we dropped one guy. Another one there. But I dropped with a melee attack. Got a double kill out of it. As you can see, it is quite intense, it is quite nasty, and more than a little scary. Also, I see no shrines around here. There's one way over this way, and I need to get to it because I have no hit points. Generally, you want to fight relatively close to a shrine, but in kind of a tight position, so to speak, simply because... Oh, there's a shrine right under there, too. Simply because if you're out in the open, you can get jumped on and left at from multiple different angles, and it's not great. Almost saved him. Well, I don't know what happened there. He wasn't actually hitting me, or I'm lagging a little bit. No, maybe he was lagging and I wasn't seeing him. That's always possible. So there is voice chat and stuff. I'm going to change my loadout in the next time I go down. Well, there they are. I'm trying to find my boys. Sometimes it's hard because you only see the little white names and you don't see the glowing outlines right away. So there is that. I am on my way to help them. I am nearly to them. Oh, we just got kind of owned a little bit there. Oh, there's no way that hit me. I rolled right past it. Alright, so we're going to change that. We'll try out the Alchemist. We'll go to the next one down the line. It's fine. And we have deployed, and we are the Alchemist. And we are ready for action. Alright, we got some kill assist there. Oh, sweet, sweet, nice. We are pretty hurt, though. And we're going to try to get to the health shrine in time, and we have made it, which is sweet, sweet, nice. We are kind of in a bad position, too, so there's that. I don't know if we actually got him or not. I'd like to get the high ground if we could. Oh, and it looks like one of our people are having serious troubles over there. Alright, so we will run up here, throw down firebomb. So, Different classes, different skills and abilities. You can't hurt yourself with your own skills, so that's something to keep in mind. And I was hoping to get up and explode, so that one of her abilities she has, the alchemist, is she goes and she like does something and then she bursts out and does a massive explosion of damage. Unfortunately, you need to be not getting hit during all of that, and as you saw, I was kind of getting mauled to death. I was hoping my other ally next to me could keep them off of me or be a better target, but unfortunately that was not reality. So, simply is what it is. Okay, we dropped one. Roll out, get over here. And we'll do this. And again, my allies did nothing. They could have boloed them. They're the folks that do have the bolas. They could have easily, like that, if they would have done that, I would have lived, we would have gotten a kill. But unfortunately they didn't, and we had 2 people go down. Now, generally speaking, it is quite significantly easier to get kills and win as the vampires. However, the humans do have the advantage in the fact that they have ranged attacks, whereas the vampires have to go melee on you. And that does generally make things a little bit challenging and difficult at times. Okay. That. Lots of explosions, nasty things there. We got another kill assist. And we survived that. Gonna use the health shrine here for me. And after you use it once, it goes gray for a while and then it resets. It is what it is. I don't know where our team is right now. We are actually ahead, just slightly. They want to jump on us? They're more than welcome to do so. Unfortunately, I did jump into my own firewall. And we kind of ran out of bullets there, which was also bad. So I'm going to do this, and as the last second was about to go, I got shot and hit and killed again. We're going to change loadouts once again. We're going to do it with the scout. Now the scout is like a sniper. Plays out, and again, I'm not great at the game. I'm actually doing really bad on my team overall. So get out of the rain of death. Okay, there we go. And things are...
Jose, stick over here.
They're okay. Things are going okay. Guys, team. Alright, we are getting really, really close to winning, actually, which is rare. It's a rare and beautiful thing, but it is what it is, and I kind of wish I was able to die one more time and show you guys the next guy, but that's okay. Don't have to.
That's one less. That's
And
it.
got that kill. We got the last kill there, and that was okay. So, we'll continue to progress, and I'll show you guys in the next videos. I'm going to continue putting these out, guys, with my friends, and even solo if I can't find my friends to play. This is a game that I think is really, really well done, and I am quite eager to actually show off, so expect to see a lot more from me. I'm going to start with the Reaver. This is that first guy, the jumping, leapy guy. And it looks like I don't have the skill I wanted. Well, maybe I do. I don't know. I did some changing around of my abilities. I've gotten 1 or 2 extra ones, so there is that. If we stay together, and you might have heard some talking in the background, we need to stay together. If we do, we should be fine. So first we need to actually find where the humans are. And it sounds like... well, it looks like they're actually over here.
Alright, they're all caught up back here.
Alright, so they're all bundled up. Well, I just got massacred again. It is what it is. We'll stay with this guy for a few rounds, but the humans killed 4 of us, and we only killed 1 of them, so that did not go well, and I think I was the one that actually got the kill. I was. But I charged into a whole bunch of people. It was not the smartest move to make, and unfortunately our tyrants did not do very well. They were supposed to be able to like go and completely disrupt the entire fight, and they did a lot of nothing, I'm afraid. And it looks like once again, let's take that guy out. And there's someone down there. And we got him. I'll rip out his spine and drink his back. That was pretty disturbing. I think that was disembowelment. There we go, we get another one down. And we killed a witch doctor, which is sweet, sweet nice. And we're standing in the rain of arrows, which is not the most pleasant of things. So we did pretty good now. We tied up the score at 6-6, and yeah, things are looking fairly decent for us for a change. Let's take the high ground like our partner here has done. And see if we can figure out where they're making their little base camp now. And I am not... Yep, they're there. They're over by me. Oops, totally missed that.
Gives me prey.
Alright, so unfortunately we're not going to be able to feast on many of these people. Simply put, we can't. Because, unfortunately, everybody else got to eat. You do seem to regenerate a little bit over time as the vampires anyway. I don't know if it's like a constant regeneration or just like a little bit after a fight. Well, almost. Unfortunately, the guy right behind them decided not to do anything. So now we're going to try out the Tyrant. He had to leave. He could have left on either one of the two, and we would have gotten a double kill. I might have still died because I think I was being attacked from the other side, but still. Again, it is a team-based game right now. I have no communication with my team. I do, or I could use it, and I used it a little bit, but in reality, there's not much there. We are crushing them now. It's 14-8, and we are... Well, we're on the hunt again. We're on the prowl. We're looking for where the humans are going to hole up next. And unfortunately, I haven't seen it yet. So, oh, here they are. So what you do with this guy is you charge in, and then you can do a ground stomp. And when you do that, it's actually quite nice. But unfortunately, my team did no follow-up at all, so I did that and got completely annihilated because, again, team-based game, folks. Team-based game. I actually charged in and I knocked down all 3 of the guys that were still alive, and again, I don't know what my team was doing, but yeah, it didn't end well for me. I could have used my F ability, which would have allowed me to ignore 75% of the damage, which would have probably been a good idea. And again, team, no team. There's no follow-up. Where are you people? It's the second time in a row that I've charged in, did some tremendous damage, disrupted the whole team, and we just got annihilated. So, not great, but we're still winning overall. It's fine. Again, this is a game of coordination, and, well, that's really it in team play. I mean, you really have to follow your team in and such. But hey, you know what? They actually got all the kills after I died. So, I'm okay with that. I'm not shooting for the high score, I'm shooting for the victory, so it is what it is. unfortunately we just got hammered to death there. But that wasn't really the team's fault, so... Alright, we're going to try the Sentinel now. And I am pretty bad with this guy, but this guy has some of the most amazing abilities, if he can pull it off. So, we're going to fly over to where the humans are. And we are going to try very hard to grab someone, take him out, and then drop him. There we go. And now we're going to die for it, but it was still sweet to actually be able to do that. I had a really hard time landing those attacks for a very long time. We're still winning the match, and we're quite a bit ahead actually, so even with me being silly and suiciding there, it was fine. Maybe it disrupted them enough that my team actually followed through. Let's hope. One can hope, and I'm going to get back over there as quickly as I can. And we're going to see what I can find here. It seems like that is their one big plan right now, is to just go and shower the area with bullets and get kills after they die. Oh, I missed. It's unfortunate. Alright, do another charge in. And then hop over here. And going to once again grab someone. Drop him down. And one more hit, and we got it. Then we will feast upon his delicious, delicious blood. And it will be sweet, sweet nice. Alright. And there it is. So, one more kill and we win the game, ladies and gentlemen, and that's pretty much how a match plays out. And unfortunately, I didn't get to showcase all of the different creatures. I am okay with that. And there we go, and I'm just going to float right off into the sunset. And that's pretty much it, guys. It was a total of 60 to 47. We won quite handedly, and yeah, you get experience for the different characters, and they level up. I'm not sure what that gains you yet. But again, the game is fairly new and exciting. So, there's item finds too that apparently drop. I haven't seen those yet. But that's pretty much going to do it for this first look at Nosgoth. And, well, I don't know. It was quite fun. So, I am probably going to head off and do some more recording, guys. And next time you see an episode of Nosgoth, it will be Bumpy and Friends play Nosgoth. I guess that's what we'll call it. I'm not sure. Either way, guys, that's going to do it. Check it out. Look for it when it goes free to play, and I hope to see you guys in it. Maybe this will be one of the games I can add to community events once I actually finally figure out a way to activate that and make it a thing. So, either way, that's going to do it for now. If you enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share it, and I will see you guys next time with more Nosgoth. Until then, my name is Bumpy McSquigums, and I will see you later.